Hey, what's happening everybody? Hope you guys are feeling great. I'm Team Kills. What I like to do is make gaming easier. And this video, I'm going to show you guys the Nechromech's best friends. And these survival tips are actually really useful, especially if you're planning to buy a lot of... Son of a... I didn't think that would actually hurt. Oh, okay. Let's start this again. Alright, let's try this again. Now, when it comes to nechromechs, not much can stop them. You are as powerful as you feel. Now, besides finding the neck mods, which sometimes can be a pain in the ass, the only real issue you have is when you run out of energy. Now, the two methods I normally use to get energy doesn't work on the mechs. And when you run out of energy in your mech, if you ask me, this is a completely different machine. It's like the difference between a Gundam and a mobile suit. We all should know the difference, but if not, a car and a bike, shoes and slippers, Drake and a painful ear infection. Actually, those are exactly like the same thing. All I'm trying to say is one is better than the other. So, the best way to get energy is the good old-fashioned way, picking up balls off the floor. So if the best way to pick up energy is to get blue balls off the floor, then Protea's not a bad idea, because she's pretty good at giving guys blue balls. And I mean that in both sense of the words, because she's basically a tease when it comes to how hard she is to get. But if you have her reservoir ability, it's not a bad choice. But Hildren, the blistering bicep, Miss Wolf on Saturn 6, she's a much better choice. Now, I'm a little biased because of her damage capabilities. She's stuck in the front of my head and ends up being one of the first frames I usually think of when it comes to fixing problems. Well, her Serene Storm does solve this problem. Now, it causes enemies to drop energy orbs, I mean blue balls, every few seconds. Now, I find it weird that they don't actually give us a number, but every few seconds, each enemy that's caught in this will drop blue balls. Now, between Orphix rounds, during Deimos isolation vaults, any mission on Cetus, this is useful. Now, whenever I'm doing any of those last three things I just mentioned, my Sentinel's a goner. It has a slim chance of survival on Cetus, Fortuna the low levels, but anywhere else it's dead. There's just too much going on for me to see, remember, or care about my pet to pick it up. The classic Sentinels don't even stand a chance in the Orphix. Don't even equip them. So, the Vopopolas or Vipophalas, Deimos abominations, not only are these things invincible, they're very useful. They're going to help you stay alive too. Now, down on Deimos, Sun has a new mod for the Vopopolas, Vipophalas. Now, this mod is going to replace one of their other abilities. But what it does is it will siphon some of every dead enemy's life, and when you need the health, it gives it right back to you. You can see here with all these red lines working. Now, I'm not going to lie and tell you guys that this is a foolproof plan for your mech. You're invincible, because the Vopopolas, they die all the time. It's kind of what they do. You might have a 25, 35, 40... 5% chance that they might be dead when you need the health. Still gives you a 55 to 60% chance that they're going to hook you up. Now, when it comes to your mech, and this is just your mech, your pet is going to give you one shot of health, and you're going to have a second, maybe second and a half of invincibility. This is why I suggest taking the Sly Vopopola, because when this thing dies, it's going to give you an evasion boost. This kind of lowers the percentage, kind of. What I mean is, it's still going to die a lot in this mode. In the Venom Orphix, it sucks. It dies all the time. But, every time it dies, it's going to make you harder to hit, which means there's a less chance of you needing that health boost. Now, one second. This is kind of important. If you don't have a Vopopola, Vipophala, anyways, if you don't have one of these things, I suggest you really get one. Now, when you're not in your mech, these things really take care of your ass. I actually have a build made and I can't die, not even by accident. These things really work. Just look at this thing.
There is one last obstacle to overcome before access is granted. Right this way.
I also got a video showing you how to get all these things and which pet does what, and they're actually, the Deimos animals are actually pretty good. I suggest checking these out. I got you covered. Now this is my survival setup. This is the one I usually use, and when my Bone Widow setup is slightly different only because of its ability set, you're usually face to face or at least in melee range with a lot of your enemies because of that big ass sword. Now I usually only use the Bone Widow for infested isolation type missions. Everything else I use the Big Papa for. Now they're both great weapons. This will work with both of them wherever you want to take them. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So, I also got some Venom Orphix tips coming out soon, so you don't have to go through the pain that I just went through. It doesn't take off all your time and energy. That was a lot of time I lost there. Anyways. Make sure to join the team of killers. Become a killer of teams. You let me know what you're thinking in the comments and Instagram. These are the ways we could talk. If you're new to the team, you can leave the words blue balls in the comments so we know who you are. Make sure to keep it easy. And remember, just keep gaming.
She's rattled. Quickly, rip off that hatch.